No. 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 Good evening. Are we live? Is everything work? Can you? Am I visible? Am I audible? Am I smellable? No, no, we're not doing that. No. Hello. How is it going? How was your weekend? Very important question. How are you? .com? No. Only if they pay me lots of money. Lots and lots and lots of money. Yes. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Welcome in. Meowdy Aaron, you are audible and everything works. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let me take a sip of my tea because I feel like my throat is extremely dry right now, and that's not very good, is it? I don't think that's very good. Super excited. Hell yeah. Welcome in, by the way, Alice. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. I do have to say, my streams aren't... I mean, are they exciting? Do you guys find my streams exciting? I think they're more like chill. But I do tend to... I feel like I'm pretty good at yapping for the entirety of the 3 hours, so maybe that is exciting. I don't know. They're enjoyable. Oh, okay. I'll take that. Weekend was weekending. Yes, I also had a very weekend. Well, a little bit of weekend and a little bit of a lot of work. I'm doing a lot of work. But it's okay. Because I did have basically an entire week off last week. Of course, as you can probably tell. Sorry, I'm like tidying my desk as I talk. Because as usual, I'm not very prepared. Yes, last week there weren't any streams because I was busy touching grass. So I would like to take a moment to, if you are in the, if you have the ability to do so, I would like to highly encourage you to, spend time with people. You know, if you can. It's very, meow indeed. It's very easy these days to, you know, think about, oh, I could, like, hang out with that friend today, but, you know, it's a lot easier to just chill in bed and doom scroll. I would like to encourage you to, you know, every once in a while, hit up that friend, go outside, or invite them over, go to their place, whatever. And also, always keep in mind that if somebody hasn't texted you in a long time and you always have to reach out to them, it doesn't mean that they don't want to hang out with you. Some people are just bad at texting people and reaching out to others. Anyway, Meow muted. I think I know why. It's a little bit frustrating because it's like... Wait. It's supposed to like I don't know if this makes sense. It's supposed to automatically detect the Hold on, let me play another meow for you. I'll give you a meow refund. Hold on. Where's my meow command rule? Commands. It's probably in commands. Yeah, probably. Here we go. There we go. Was that audible? And if so, let me know if it was too loud. It's really loud for me. I don't know why. The boop worked though, right? Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Spent the last 2 weeks working the polls for the primary election. I'm all peopled out. Very understandable, but also huge respect to you for doing that. I'm guessing you volunteered for that, right? I mean, either way, huge respect, because that is a lot of work, I can imagine. Okay, so I'm gonna, like, briefly, thank Trans Unicorn for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Also, welcome in, Trans. What a beautiful profile picture you have. Hehehe. Thanks so much, dude. Welcome to Kato Squad. Yippee. Yippee. So true, I'm someone who doesn't text for a few years and still likes that person. Yeah, exactly. I'm like kind of dumb because I'm also one of those people that like forgets to reach out to people, and I forget to respond to people. I leave people on red for like weeks. It's pretty bad. But at the same time, when a friend doesn't reach out to me, I get offended. Like the biggest hypocrite over here. Yeah. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Poll workers get paid here. That's good. Volunteered in the sense that I didn't get drafted. I see. That makes sense. But yeah. Huge respect either way. Who would be the artist of that profile picture? I don't know. No idea. Okay, so we're working on next Chipflake animation, as you can probably tell by the title. So, why is it so loud for me? Jeez, Chip, calm down. Music is muted. No. No, it isn't. It's just really quiet, I think. I'll leave it because some of the songs are a bit quieter than others. I'll leave it like this until there's like a loud song, and then you gotta let me know if it's still too quiet. I can turn it up a little bit. I just don't want to like turn it up now and then a loud song comes on and then you die. Hold on, let me get my bearings straight. Imagine me getting anything straight. Haha. Tend to tell people to just send another message or two if I forget to reach out, so they're back at the top of the list. Yeah, I've taken up the habit of using the Discord status thing to literally write like, yo, like, feel free to nudge me if I don't respond in a while. I mean, part of it is like my freaking notifications on my phone just like straight up don't work sometimes. It's not just Discord as well, it's also like WhatsApp and stuff. It's so freaking annoying. I'm like, bro, why is everyone ignoring me? My phone's so quiet today, and I look at my phone, there's nothing there. I unlock it, suddenly I have like 20 notifications. Like, bro. Thank you for the bits, Felix. There's a gay quarter for not being straight. Wow. If only, like, everyone in the world would give me a gay quarter for not being straight. I'd be so rich. But yeah, good morning. So I need to finish this animation, this 2-minute long animation, by next Thursday. It's really hitting me how little time I have actually. And you know why I have so little time? I'm going to a frickin' convention this Friday. I'm driving there on Friday, doing the con on Saturday and Sunday, and then I drive home on Monday. So I'm losing 4 days so I can work on this video. I'm actually planning, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm planning to take my iPad with me and work on the work on this while like I'm at my booth and it's a bit quieter. But yeah, and then frickin' thankfully I've done most of my con preparation. The only thing I have left to do is I talked about this on... Sorry, okay, I had the problem earlier that my throat was too dry, now my mouth is too wet. This is not an ASMR stream, not yet. I still gotta do one of those. Had the same issue on Android. It was battery settings of the individual apps that prevented the apps running in the background so there weren't any notifications. That makes sense. Maybe that's it. I'll have to look in. I feel like I've looked into that before, but either way, thank you for the thank you for the suggestion. I will look into that. You got anything planned at MIA, or are you mainly just sitting at Artist Alley? I'm actually in a different hall. I think the hall doesn't even have a fancy name. I think it's literally just called Hall 10. But yeah, kind of Artist Alley style, you know, merch and stuff. And I like this song, but it does like stress me out. I'm gonna be totally honest. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to look into if there's a way that I can bring like my Steam Deck or something so that people can playtest my game. Because you will be able to buy my game at the con. I made like cute little envelopes with like Steam keys in them. Very cute and wholesome. Took frickin' ages. And theoretically, I should be charging more for them because of the amount of work that I've put into them. But, I'm too nice. Frick, I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, this animation, I gotta finish it by next Thursday. I think I think it should be possible. I've done pretty much all of my preparation for the con. The only thing left to do is to finish off one piece of artwork. It's those of you who watch a lot of my streams might remember that I was working on an embroidered canvas kind of thing. Very cute, very wholesome. But not only does that thing take like a million quadrillion hours to make, I actually ran out of a color of thread. And that's coming in today, hopefully. And then, yeah, I'm pretty much gonna spend the entirety of tomorrow finishing that off, I think. But yeah, other than that, all I have to do is finish this video. And it should... Okay, it's like... Okay, it's an animation to a song. And I've already cut down the song a bit because, you know, 1 minute of animation for me is like a month's worth of work, right? So I've already cut it down quite a bit. I could only cut it down so much though because the song is just so good that I don't want to cut too much of it out. I don't know. Maybe I will have to cut it down even more. But for now, it's about... What is this? 150 wait, 150 seconds. How much is 150 seconds in minutes? I can't math. It's like a little bit over 2 minutes, isn't it? So it's a 2-minute long animation to a song. Sorry, to a song. And I just lost my train of thought. $1 million each? Yeah, that's like how much time I put into it, so that would be, yeah, that would be fair, right? I think congoers would definitely pay $1 million for a Steam key for Super Chipflake Ooh, right? Choo choo, yeah, the train was like on the tracks, and it just freaking like, it fell like the train fell like sideways down a cliff. That's what happened to my train of thought. 2.5 minutes? Really? 2 minutes 30 seconds is 150? Yeah, that checks out. Oh my god, what am I doing to myself? It should be, I don't know, it's probably possible. It's probably possible to finish it. Because a lot of it is gonna be reused animation. I'm kind of just making a bunch of different little animations of Chip, like, dancing to this music, right? And I'm gonna edit it all together in funny and entertaining ways. So it should be, I hope it's possible, but I like trains, I've trainism. I could never get into trains personally. I respect it though. I respect train enjoyers. Yeah, okay, so what I was working on right before the stream started. It's kind of funny, I was like chilling in the living room working on this. And then suddenly it's freaking 1:40 PM. I'm like, bro, I gotta stream in 20 minutes. I lose track of time sometimes. Well, drawing, that's insane. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me, to be honest. Imagine, okay, like, I'm not even just drawing, guys. I'm drawing thousands of pictures that are all extremely similar. Literally, what is wrong with me? I'm looking into the camera, but my tracking is off, so it looks like I'm just staring into space. Wait. Yeah, my model changed back now, so so if I'm looking directly into the camera, it's like this. The problem is my iPad is down here, so now it's gonna look like I'm closing my eyes all the time. Oh well. Thank you for the on-shrimp reminder. I definitely didn't have my entire knees up on the chair. Okay. Yeah, this is, wow, it's so much more comfortable. Wow. Honestly, I feel like I'm just cooked when it comes to posture, to be honest. I've been trying to, I've been actively trying to fix my posture for over a year now. And it's just not working. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm born to be a shrimp. I'm destined to be a shrimp. Forever. So maybe I should just accept my fate and make a shrimp persona. Rebrand to Chipflake. No. I think that's my destiny. Anyway, animation. Yeah, embrace the shrimp. Shrimp are tasty though. That's true. I don't know how I feel about the idea of being eaten though, to be totally honest. I'd rather be the one doing the eating. Croissant-shaped backs. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's like I'm like a reverse croissant. Like my shrimp. My spine is like a C shape. Should actually make an OC shrimp OC though. Don't tempt me. I I have too many OCs. I have too many sodas. Don't tempt me to make even more. Could go for a ham croissant right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, animation. Yeah. So, bro's fur and stuff is blowing in the wind. Do you want to see what I've like done so far? It's pretty fun. I'm quite proud of it. Wait, let me show you this one first. No, I'm gonna show you. You're getting spoilers. You're getting spoilers because you're really cool. You're really cool, and I appreciate you. So you're getting spoilers. Okay, so here's part one. Cute little head bob animation, which I made this last. Why am I lisping? I made this last night, but now that I'm looking at it today, I feel like it's a little too aggressive. I don't know. Maybe I'll adjust it a little bit. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop doing this to myself. I will adjust it at the end if I have time, okay? But I'm not gonna spend another like 10 hours fixing it and then not finishing the rest of the animation. This part though, check this out. Look at this look at this funny little guy. Make him really big. Look at this funny little guy. Watch him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. How dare you poke me? I'm giving you spoilers. I'm giving you free spoilers, and this is how you treat me? Wow, okay. Okay, and now we got... Wait, now we got stretch. Okay, I'll do stretch. Okay, stretch is complete. Now we got this beautiful... this beautiful animation. Wait, I gotta crop this in a certain way. Like this, yeah. Wait, okay. Hold on to your seats. Look at him go. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Dancing chunky cat. That's like, I'm realizing now that's like 90% of my videos, just a chunky cat dancing. Why am I always animating chunky cats dancing? Yep, very happy with how this part came out. Yeah, one thing I did realize is I only really planned, like, I got like this animatic on this layer, this like blue sketch in the background. I only planned up to like half of this video. So I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is finish off these little animations that I planned already. Make a bunch of like extra drawing, basically draw everything that I already planned, put it all together, and then like see where the gaps are and what I want to add into those gaps. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. So this part, he's like is like fur blowing in the wind, and he's gonna like pan from left to right. It looks really epic and cool and stuff. Yeah. What an epic dancer. Indeed. I wish I could dance like that. But yeah, as usual, please feel free to let me know if you guys are working on anything right now, or if you're just like gaming or something. Feel free to share. What's up, Jay? Welcome in. You tagging emo, what the flip? Why is bro vibrating? OMG, hi. Yo, Nebula? What? No way. What's up, dude? Welcome in. Alright, so for this... I can't talk. I can't talk today. Like, I have braces, and I've gotten pretty good at talking in a way where you can't tell that I have them. But some days, I just, like, I can't talk properly anymore. It's really weird. Okay, so we're gonna put this frame at the end, so it's a, you know, like a cute little reference point, and zoom in. It's the wind. Yo, so relevant. Chip is also being blown by the wind right now. Isn't that crazy? Ah, chilling, do you want a game? Might wait till tomorrow. I see. At work, but it's my lunch break. Don't mind. I don't watch while working. Okay, that's fair. Well, I hope you're enjoying your lunch. Drawing Benny from the Lego movie. I don't remember who that character is. Lego movie was great though. Why was that movie so good? Some computer science work? Oh, sounds smart. Good luck with that. And hi, Kajiro. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning indeed. Life say longer, but my time zone is annoying. Time for bed. Oh yeah, no. No worries, Hyphen. I really appreciate you stopping by either way. It's always nice to see you. It's the best movie ever created. I mean, that's pretty subjective. But I also definitely don't blame you for believing that. It is extremely good. Congrats on getting braces. I mean, I don't know if I feel like I achieved that by giving somebody lots of money to make my teeth straight, but thanks. I have noticed something though, which is pretty cool. So I used to have really, really sensitive teeth, like crazy, like such sensitive teeth that I couldn't go for a jog when it was cold outside, because like breathing in the cold air, it would just hurt my teeth so freaking bad, like ridiculously bad. But since a couple of months, my teeth are like not sensitive at all anymore. I got an ice cream this weekend. I bit straight into it. Absolutely no pain whatsoever. I didn't even know that's a thing that braces could help with. I can't believe I'm just like straight up free of frickin' sensitive teeth pain now. Wild. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Your teeth are the only straight thing about you. Oh my god. I mean, you're not wrong. Thank you for the bits as well, Doug. I appreciate it. Also, welcome in. Look up who Benny is. He's an amazing character. Okay, let's do it. Benny Lego movie. Oh, is he the main character? Oh no, he's the space guy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I watched the Lego movie like pretty soon after it came out, so I don't remember shit. Except it being good. I think I remember that guy being fun. One says good morning, another says good night. Streamer go to time zones. Yeah, it's always fun being an English-speaking streamer. Having an opinion on the internet is not allowed. Cancelled. Bro. I was gonna make a joke about how I'm supposed to say everything is good all of the time. But even in that, even if you say like a positive opinion about something, people get mad at it. So like, I guess everyone should just shut up forever. Yeah. Healthy teeth on my British streamer. Damn. Yeah, that's like the really funny thing about me. Other than my teeth being previously misaligned, I've always had like really healthy teeth. Which is, it's funny. The reason it's funny is because I literally didn't have a dentist for 14 years of my life. Had my first dentist appointment. I mean, I'm sure I had them when I was like a really small child, like a toddler and stuff, that I obviously don't remember. But my first dentist appointment where I was actually conscious, I was 14. So, yeah, the stereotype that British people have bad teeth is literally true, because the UK has a problem with the fact that there's not enough dentists. Probably because they don't get paid enough, I would say. So yeah, there's not enough dentists and everybody smokes. So most British people do have bad teeth. So yeah, I remember going to that first appointment when I was 14, and they were like, "Yep, everything's good, everything's cool." And then they were like, "Would you like braces?" And I was like, "No." Because as a 14-year-old, as you can probably imagine, I cared more about not being made fun of at school than having straight teeth. Like, it wasn't... I wish I could say that at the age of 14, I was like, no, I don't feel like I need straight teeth. My teeth are fine. I wish I could say that that's how I felt. It was literally just because I didn't want to get bullied for having braces. You got your streaming license? Well, I live in Germany now, so I don't need to go by the British rules anymore. Quoting everything is awesome opportunity missed. Oh, shoot. I would like to apologize for that. Tuesday, innit? It's actually Tuesday, bro. And confirm I'm also British. Braces painful in any way? They're not too bad for me, actually, to be honest. They were... like, I got them in October last year, and my teeth were like sensitive for a couple days, and it was difficult to bite, and every time, you know, you gotta go to the orthodontist every couple of months, well, every month or so, to get the wires retightened, and then when they get retightened, they get sensitive again for like a day. It's like hard to bite stuff, but other than that, they've been totally fine, honestly. I'm kind of surprised by how, like, chill they are, really. Also, interesting, maybe, I actually have the braces on my top teeth behind the teeth. Which surprises me that it's not more common. Because they're actually really good on the back. I feel like they bother me like way less than being on the front. When they're on the front, they tend to like scratch your gums sometimes, at least when you first get them put in, but you don't have that issue when they're on the back. And then obviously you also have the advantage that you can't see them, which is nice. So I don't know why more dentists don't offer that, because it's pretty cool that you can do that. It's funny, I didn't even know that you could do that. I just went there and they were like, okay, so we're like putting the top ones in on the back, and I was like, wait, what? Really? They were like, yeah, do you want them on the front? And I was like, no, go ahead. I'm just surprised. Dentists covered by the German health system. Dentists are, but orthodontist like braces and stuff isn't covered unless it's like a health issue. Probably need braces. I have the most British teeth ever. Yeah, that's another thing about the whole thing. Like, I'm 28. It's pretty late for me to get braces. The main reason being, like, I spent a long time thinking about if I actually want them or not. Because in general, like, first of all, I've never been bullied or anything for my teeth. Like, they really weren't that misaligned. Even, like, showing my face on YouTube and stuff, I have... Can you believe that? I have never once received a comment about my teeth. Even showing my face to hundreds and thousands and millions of people, not one single person has made a comment about my teeth. Which I am grateful for, because it very much solidifies in my brain that this is a decision made for me and not like based on what other people expect of me, right? Does that make sense? I'm also not somebody who like notices it when other people have misaligned teeth. Like, the amount of times somebody says like, "Oh, I feel really bad about my teeth," or like, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting braces," and I'm like, "Wait, what? I didn't even notice that your teeth are misaligned," you know? So I don't know. I think in general, some teeth just be a bit wonky. That's just how it works. That's just how human bodies work. That's like totally fine. But I did notice within the last couple of years that my teeth were really starting to bother me, because it's pretty much only the the top teeth, right? Because my I think my canines, I think it was my canines, they were like rotated outwards, so when I smiled with my mouth closed, they would like poke out. Which actually inspired my my Sona also has like a tooth poking out, which I guess is not accurate anymore, but yeah, that's something that's bothered me for a while. But yeah, as I was, like I said, I was always kind of hesitant about it, because I was like, okay, if I want to like do this, what does that say about me? Like, isn't that kind of bad if I'm saying like, oh, natural appearances and stuff are like really cool and stuff, but then I'm getting like something like that, right? That's the thing that was making me hesitant to get braces. Thank you for the frickin' 24-month resub, by the way, Convexity. Welcome in. I won't be able to stick around today because I'm off work and be visiting family, but I'm happy to see you again. I'll catch you on the next one. No worries, Jay. I hope you have a good time with your family today. It's a good day off work. Appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for the frickin' entire 2 years of support through Twitch. Jeez. Thank you so much. Thank you for the bits as well, Felix. Canines, wouldn't they be your felines in your case? Well, actually, Felix, I do have a dog soda, so, you know. But yeah, just to like summarize what I was saying, I started to think of it a bit like, you know, when you go to a hairdresser, right? We all go to a hairdresser, and we don't get a haircut that's like the most practical, right? We always get a haircut that we think looks nice, because humans are visual creatures for the most part, right? And it's a very normal thing that most of us want to look nice. And I think obviously you do have to be careful with it, that you're not you know, changing your appearance based on what other people expect from you, what other people want from you, that kind of thing, and doing it in a healthy way. But in general, if you want to look a certain way, you should have the freedom to do that, right? Yeah, there we go. You know, another thing that bothered me about my teeth is I would always like... I wonder if you could hear that sometimes on some of my older streams. When I would make like an S sound, sometimes like the air would go through the teeth in a certain way and make me whistle. That bothered me as well. True, what we need haircuts sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like... You do need to cut your hair eventually. But if we were basing it entirely on practicality, you know, you would get a certain haircut in a way where it, like, I don't know, stays out of your face, I guess. Which obviously, like, most people do. But we still ask the hairdresser to, like, make it look nice, right? I don't know, does that make sense? Hello, Chip just got here. Welcome in. Welcome in. I need to take off my jacket because I'm being animated 50 frames today. Hell yeah, good job. Proud of you. Oh, my arms kind of hurt. Got back to working out yesterday after quite a, well, not that long of a break. It was like a week break. Okay. So, what do I need to still add to this? Let's see. So, the hair go up, and then I go down, and then I go up again. I need... Let's do... Okay, how about an in-between between these two? Up and down motions. Yes. It's currently 16 degrees Fahrenheit here, minus 9 degrees. Minus 9 degrees, really? Let me see what temperature it is here. I understand what you're saying, that's good. It sounded better in my head. It sounded more coherent in my head. Beta. It is currently 12 degrees Celsius. And it's gonna get up to 16 on Thursday. Oha. Thank you for the bits, dog. Appreciate it. It's cold in Texas too, believe it or not. Really? Do you also have like really crazy like temperature differences over there? Like sometimes it can be ridiculously cold and sometimes it can be ridiculously hot. Speaking of ridiculously hot, my tea is already cold, bro. This is what happens when you take 40 minutes to drink 1 cup of tea. Another Oz up at this hour. It's really funny. I get a lot of Australian viewers, even though I know it's like 1 AM for you guys. 26 degrees in Australia and it's 9 PM. Oh, is it only 9 PM? That is what Texas does, I see. It was 90 Fahrenheit a couple days ago. Like 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Oh my god. Yeah, obviously the temperature changes aren't that dramatic over here. They have been more dramatic than in recent years, I feel. Like it was literally snowing 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, last week it was frickin' 18 degrees. I was walking around in a t-shirt. I don't know what to wear anymore. First world problems. I don't like how this ear looks. I think I'm just gonna totally redo it. I'm gonna... I'll keep this frame. Maybe even this one too. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, sometimes I struggle to animate his ears. Because I'm always changing my mind about like what shape they are. And also, they don't move like actual ears. They are very floppy. That's just kind of because I like how that looks. I mean, if you look at any of my videos, it should be pretty obvious that I'm not exactly aiming for realism. What is this? What are you? Are you on this? What? Why is there red on this layer? Hello? What? I can't erase it. What is this? Oh, I know what it is. It's the onion skin, bro. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Whenever somebody mentions Perth, Australia, I always joke about thinking that a Perth is a bag that women carry the stuff around in. Now it really sounds like I'm lisping. When are you making another German video? When I have time. So basically, short story is, I've had a video for my German channel in the works for, let me check. It's on my Trello. It's been over a year. I started it. Bro, it's been, wait, no. Yeah, it's been over a year, okay. I started it in October 2024. This video for my German channel. But I've just been so busy with everything else in my life that I've not had the chance to work on it. Which is really frustrating because I do genuinely feel passionate about my German channel. I have tons of really cool ideas. And whenever I do make a video for that channel, I really enjoy it because it's a nice change of pace, right? I always need, like, as much as I love animation and art and stuff, sometimes I do need a little bit of a break from it to, like, refresh myself. And the German videos have been really good for that. But I just don't have freaking time. And the problem with the German videos is, I really hate to say this, but because they're not monetized, I don't earn anything through them. I can't really, like, afford to put so much time into them right now. And it's very frustrating because it is one of those things that would, you know, become a source of income for me eventually, if I do keep at it. It's not like making those videos right now would be like a stupid financial decision forever. Like, it would probably work out, especially if I keep up with it consistently, which I really want to do. I'm just really struggling to get the time to work on it. And I have to prioritize stuff like this, and my conventions, and my commissions and stuff at the current time. But the good news is, I'm gonna be at a lot of conventions this year. Potentially, what is this? What is this? Potentially up to 6 conventions this year. And conventions are a really good source of income for me, to be totally honest with you. So if they go well, I will be able to potentially, as much as it hurts my soul to let other people help me with my videos and stuff, I could potentially start hiring like freelance animators and artists to help me with like Chipflake videos and stuff. And then have more time to work on my other 1 million side projects. Frickin' Kotu as well. My podcast that I was doing with my partner. I still think about that constantly. It's still a passion project of mine. I've even been working on some ideas for like rebooting it basically. But again, it's all about the time. It's all about time and money. I love living in a capitalist society. But anyway, we're not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do the whole... I'm not gonna do that whole rant again. Great to hear from you again. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Jealous of my German partner because they get more Chipflake than me. Well, not at the current time, I guess. Sorry for making you uncomfortable on Twitch 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, do you really think I remember that? 2 years ago? Don't worry about it. I do appreciate you saying that though. That's pretty sweet. Want to go to EF, but NFC was already such an expensive trip. Yeah, I can imagine. You should totally go to EF one year though. Eventually, if it works out for you. It's a really cool con. With YouTube's new audio track feature, you could potentially add an English audio track which would open up the videos to loads more viewers. It's funny you say that, because another side project I've been working on is actually creating German dubs of my main channel videos. I have, like... This is something that I was actually able to get my partner's help with, to save some time. I have, like, 10 videos translated, like text, like the text is all translated. I just haven't had the time to record the audio for it and edit the audio. Yeah. Time is my frickin' nemesis. I hate it. I hate it. I have like 10 quadrillion ideas of things that I want to do, but I don't have 10 quadrillion hours to do them all. And of course, I always choose to do things like frickin' animation. Probably like the most time-consuming way you can make a video. What is wrong with me? Just wanted to say I've been with your YouTube channel since 2017. Really? Really? I raised an eyebrow. I was a very small channel back then. But I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Excited for your next video. Hell yeah. I'm excited for this video as well. It's turning out pretty cool so far. I just really hope that I can actually finish it in time. Speaking of which, I should probably actually, you know, do something on it. Probably. What is this frame? In between these two. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I know how to animate. What are you animating? It's my next video. It's basically an animation to some very cool music. And okay, I'm just gonna spoil it because I appreciate you guys for being here, so you get some free spoilers. It is music for a currently unreleased track from Super Chipflake U, my video game. Because the composer for this track, and the whole soundtrack actually, has a video game music festival that is happening in April. So I'm working on this both because I would like to make a new video, and it would also be a very good opportunity to promote that festival a little bit. It's called the Plug and Play Festival. It's in Cologne, April 27th, I believe. Highly recommend checking it out, because the frickin' 26th, actually. April 26th. Yeah, so if you live in the Cologne area, highly recommend checking it out. The band, the composer's band, is frickin' talented as hell. And I believe they will be playing some Super Chipflake music, as well as a bunch of other video game classics. Very cool and nice. Are you originally from Northern England? I'm not great at picking up English accents, so I may be wrong. Don't worry about that, because my accent has slowly faded over the years. I think I definitely still have a little bit of an accent, but I don't really sound like people from where I'm from anymore. But I'm from the West Midlands, actually. How does this look? No, that's not quite right. It needs to they need that that pull. They're like being pulled from this direction. Like this. And I gotta make sure like the tip of the fur is like laid, if that makes sense. Like this. You know what, I'm not like 100% happy with it, but I don't have time to frickin' adjust the frickin' velocity of the fur animation that nobody's gonna even notice anyway, so... making frickin' YouTube videos, YouTube animations, has been such a test of like making sure I'm putting my time into stuff that actually matters and not being such a frickin' perfectionist about everything. You can't afford to be a perfectionist about everything when you're a frickin' YouTube animator, because you don't have time for that. You would just never get... I would just never get anything... I would never get anything done. I haven't seen you or your channel in a minute. How have you been? I've been vibing. How have you been? Welcome in, yo epic rhyme. Oh. And then Twitch plays an ad right as I'm trying to respond to that person. Okay, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to go and grab a drink really quick. I will be back very soon. Meow indeed. Ah. Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Get welcomed. So yeah, how are you? I can't tell if I'm like too hot or too cold. Like I feel sweaty, but I also feel cold. I really hope I'm not like getting sick or something. I would cry. I would cry if I get sick again right before a convention. Chipflake? Where is this Chipflake? Yeah, I don't know why the Vaporwave cat video is like misaligned. And I don't know how to fix that. I guess the way I would do it, the way I could do it is re-render the video in 16:9 and just add like black bars on the sides, actually, an die Seiten. Oder so. Das würde mein Problem lösen. Das, ja, und wäre eigentlich ganz einfach. Ja. So, animieren. Wir animieren. Und ich hab Tee. Ich hab meinen Tee, warm. Ich hab meinen Tee warm gemacht. Ja. Lecker, lecker. So, Animation, ja. Wo bin ich? Das ist nicht smooth genug. Ich brauch... I think I need one more in between somewhere. Maybe between these two. Yeah. I could also go crazy on the in-betweens. That might look quite fun. Because, I wish there was an easier way to show this. As much as I love Clip Studio Paint, the timeline is a little bit finicky. I can't zoom out more than this. Which is annoying because my timeline is this long, you know? Wishing a lack of illness upon thee. I appreciate it. Like with this animation, for example. Look at him go. Oh wait, that's not the full animation. Look at this. Look at him go. Yo, thank you for the 7 bits, Fluffy. Welcome in. Chia time, hell yeah. He came at an excellent time. Look at this guy go. Bro got the moves. Yeah, so I don't know how many people notice that, but I usually only animate in a maximum of 12 FPS. But this one has a couple of additional frames. I guess you would say it's mostly animated on 2s, as in 12 FPS, but there's a couple of 1s in there, as in 24 FPS. I don't know if that makes sense. Just because it's like such a fast motion. And I also think it makes it look way funnier. But in general, I always try to aim for 12, or even less if I can get away with it. Partially because I like the look of 12 FPS. I think it makes it look more... how would you say that? More handmade, I guess you could say. It makes it feel more like a handmade animated film. And it's also less work. have to draw less frames. But yeah, for something like this, I think the additional frames actually help. They actually look pretty good. How are you doing today? I'm pretty good, thank you very much. I would say it's a neutral day today. I don't feel great, but I don't feel bad either, so... Neutrality, yes. How are you? That's more important. How are you? Chip is sick forever and ever. What do you mean? I don't want to be sick. Bro, listen. I'm actually terrified of getting sick right now because everyone is sick right now. And, you know, it would be extremely bad timing for me if I would get sick right now. Trying to vend at a convention while sick is like a death sentence. Animator's frame rate, it's like a chef's signature seasoning. Everyone's is different and special and makes me explode. Something funnier is sometimes I even animate in 30 FPS. Like, not that every single frame is a new frame, but I animate like based on a 30 FPS time, full stop, time. So, yeah, I guess that's interesting, I don't know. Used to think that you and the guy with the skunk character were two different people. Turns out I just got confused. Took me until I watched a recent YouTube videos just to understand that you hit puberty. Also, not used to you having a deep voice. I don't know, like, I like sorta get it, but also, like, I've sounded like this for like 3 years at this point. 4 years. 4 years. I'm not, like, offended though, don't worry. Welcome in. Can you unban me on Twitch, please? If I can figure out how. Never unbanned someone before. Isn't it like I'm on the moderation tab? Is there no like list of banned people? I don't know, man. I'll look into it after stream, okay? Loki didn't know you were trans until recently. I genuinely just already had the knowledge that you were a guy since 2017, so I got confused when I saw the coming out video. Yeah, it's not something I ever like talked about until that video. Literally because I was still figuring it out up until that coming out video. Thought if drawing at 30 FPS made my wrist hurt. Yeah, it's... I feel like a lot of animators, like specifically I guess beginner animators, are like way too obsessed with high frame rates. And think that just like adding tons and tons of frames to your animations is what makes them good. Whereas I always say, honestly, to be totally honest, you should always be animating with like as few frames as possible. Because when you animate with millions and millions of frames, you get kind of like lost in that, if that makes sense. When you work with a really low frame rate, it really forces you to think about what exactly you're drawing. and like what's the best way to convey the motion that you want to convey just through your drawings, right? Like, you don't want to be relying on your in-betweens too hard. Your main motion should be able to be conveyed through, like, 2 or 3 drawings, really. Low frame rate animation looks cooler. Yeah, I agree. I like a little bit of choppiness in my animations. I like it when the animation looks like a little bit choppy, but at the same time, it's smooth. That is like always like really impressive to me, and it has such a cool effect. Hi bro, what's up Nuggets? Welcome in. How are you today? I wanted to say something else really cool, but now I forgot. Feeling? Hell yeah. Game-related question was your opinion on the Devil May Cry series. Never played it, so therefore I feel unqualified to have an opinion on it. Not to get into yet another rant about how I don't have time for anything, but I don't have time for video games nowadays. Best soundtrack. Okay, okay. I respect it. I feel like something is missing. Yeah, it's, I need more of an ease out here. Look at me using animation buzzwords. I totally know what I'm doing. My opinion is that we should find out why the devil is about to cry. Dude sounds like he's in a rough spot. I mean, it's not that he's about to cry, it's that he might cry. So, I don't know, maybe he's okay? Dude probably just needs a hug or something. Thank you for the bits, Felix. I like the part in Devil May Cry when the devil said, "It's crying time," and then he cried. Oh, bro, don't spoil that the devil actually cries, dude. Can't believe you've done this. What's your favorite queer flag based on the design? Oh, I don't know. I do think the lesbian flag looks really nice. Like, that collection of colors is just so satisfying. Schrodinger's devil. Thank you for the unshrimp reminder. I definitely did not have one knee up on my chair. Bacon flag, yes. It does look very delicious. I am, like, not happy with this animation, but we're working on it. We're gonna chill. We're only gonna make changes if I have time. Mine is the drag flag. I don't actually know what that looks like. Drag flag. Oh yeah, that's really cool. It looks very cute. Kinda looks like a country flag though. Why is everyone from this country so hot? I also very much like the bi flag, but I may be biased. Unintentional. Do not pardon it. Meow 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 meow. Also, I know the pan flag gets kind of a lot of critique. A lot of people don't like the highly saturated colors, but I think it looks cool as hell. I really like the combination of like cyan, magenta, and yellow. I was like, what's the other color? Yellow. I like the combination of those colors in general. Don't like the bi flag, but bi lighting always goes hard. It sure does. Yeah, I do think the non-binary flag looks quite nice as well. It's a very nice combination of colors. What's your favorite video game? It is a tie between Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky and Pokemon Heart Gold. I also really like Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. When the stones were sacred, I was like, whoa. Oh my gosh, Resident Evil lore, I regret to inform I've also never played a Resident Evil game. RE4 is actually in development all the way back in 1998. The idea back in that year was to remake Resident Evil. More edgy, but not everyone liked that idea. The idea was for a character named Tony Redgrave to replace Leon. But this got scrapped. Then a guy named Hideki Kamiya stepped in and saved this idea for his game in the 2001 Devil May Cry. Oh, Devil May Cry. Which focused on a guy named Dante Espada fighting demons. That is pretty interesting lore. Too bad I haven't played Resident Evil. I should play Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I know. The main developer from Super Chipflake the actually is like a really big Resident Evil fan, and he will not stop yapping about. I think it's Resident Evil 7. You should play video games. I should play video games. Once again, it's a very common theme on my streams. I don't have time. There's tons and tons of games that I want to play. But I think the next time I get time, I'm gonna sit down and try to finish Death Stranding 1. Because I actually really like that game. Except for the parts where you fight people. When you fight people and you fight ghosts. If those parts weren't in that game, I would like enjoy it way more. And that's why Super Chipflake is better than Death Stranding, because you don't have to fight anything. You should play, yeah, you're getting Now you're getting it. I should play. I should. No. I see. Thank you for the enlightenment. Enlightenment. Okay. The timing is off. I'm going to delete one singular frame. And then I'm going to... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Aha! Wait. Enlightenment. Excitement. Should play Dark Souls. Bro, I don't have time! I'm just gonna hire somebody to play video games for me. I'll hire someone to play video games for me so I can animate more. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? Oh. You know what else I've been... You know what else my problem is? Why I never get around to playing these games that everyone's telling me to play? I rather, for some reason, I rather play, like, really old games that are, like, kind of niche. I either want to, like, replay games, old games that I've played a million times. Or play things like frickin' Digimon World on the DS. Which is, like, obviously not a problem in and of itself. But I keep getting into these situations where everyone's like, yo, have you played the new Resident Evil remake? And I'm like, no, I've been busy playing Digimon World on the DS. Even though the game isn't even that good. Uncharted, bro. Okay, the list is getting too long now. Calm down. You know what? I'm gonna leave this like this. And I'm gonna draw in the eyes that I've been procrastinating on because I wasn't sure how to do them. Do I want to animate them? Do I want to animate the stars, like, getting kind of, like, slightly bigger and smaller again? That's gonna look pretty cool, right? There are some games that you just can't die without having played. Yeah. See, what's gonna happen is... This is what makes me, like, so... This is what makes me so hyped to eventually retire. When I'm, like, 70 or something. Because I will finally have enough time to catch up on all these games. The problem being, by the time I'm 70, there's gonna be even more games that I gotta catch up on. But, like, dude, like, literally imagine it, like, being a frickin', being a pensioner, like, 50 years from now, you can just catch up on all the frickin' video games that you never got to play. And, like, meanwhile, like, pensioners nowadays, what do they do? What do they do all day? Like, my grandparents, like, they go on walks and they watch TV. That's all they do. I don't know how they're not bored out of their minds. I don't get it. Hell there. What? Playing Dark Souls in the retirement home? Literally, that's gonna be me. That's literally gonna be me. Hello there. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Welcome in. How are you? So basically what I'm saying is, if you want me to play all of these games, PayPal me $2 million so I can retire. No, 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 no. I have been procrastinating on drawing these eyes because I am a little worried that they're gonna look too creepy. But, I mean, it's supposed to be a funny video, so maybe it'll work. Video games, video games, video games. Hello? Stop. Stop it. When I do that voice, by the way, that's like how people from my hometown unironically speak. Okay, 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 okay. Stars, yes, stars. Good thing I made this other folder earlier. Also, I really enjoy animating to music, but trying to figure out the timing is such a pain. Like, animation programs are not freaking built for that. You could probably figure it out with some like math. You like calculate BPM and like divide it by frame rate or something, I don't know. But I'm not very good at math, so I'd rather just wing it and then complain that it's not timed right, and then have to spend several hours trying to fix it later. $4 chipillion equal to about $24 in a cheeseburger. Exactly. With that, I could retire forever and play all these games. You've grown so much? Oh, I feel like I'm like the same height as I was for like the last 10 years, but thank you. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I've been working on my posture. Fixing my posture unironically added like 4 centimeters to my height. Your soul is taller. Oh wow, okay. Remember watching your video about being a freelance artist, and now we're here. Yeah, dude, you know how old that freaking video is now? It's like 6 years old. Can you believe that? Let me check, actually. I'm interested. I don't want to like shit on my past self or anything, because he was trying very hard. But the animation in that video is so bad to me. I think it looks so bad. I mean, some of it's okay. Some of it looks fine, but like in general, it's like, oh, it's so ugly. Ugh. And I'm like, I like draw stuff, and it's not like 3-dimensional, like his ears are just freaking, they look like cardboard. They don't look like round. Anyway, 15th of September 2019. The video is over 6 years. Over 6 years old.
You're still doing really well, Chip. Hope you're having an amazing day so far and I wanna say you are legend. In my heart.
What?
3.
Yo, no way. Thank you so much, Master Gaming. What the heck? Really appreciate it. I also just realized my freaking avatar is not changing for some reason. It's supposed to do that. What the flip? Here we go. Please don't be German. Please don't be German. Please don't be German. There we go. Okay. We can deal with this. Yeah, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. No, you're a legend. You're the legend. SMH. SMH, my head. First vid I watched was Cats Be Like, oh, no way. Video? That video came out after Freelance Artist, right? I don't even remember my own lore. Let me see. Five years ago, yes, I remember. Because I was like... I was really like, bro, like, I need to do something different. And I came up with this idea of making like a cat animation, and it freaking blew up. Freaking 9.5 million views. Absolutely wild. Absolutely freaking wild. 8th of January 2021. See, it's the January. When I post stuff in January, it goes crazy. Actually, pretty interested. How do you, if you found me through Cats Be Like, what's like your opinion about like my other videos? Are there like, I don't know how to ask this. Like, which of my other videos are your favorite? Or is it kind of like I post like a story time and you're like, yeah, I'm not really that interested in that. I want to see more like cat skits. Because I have noticed that I've kind of done this thing where, you know, I've tried out so many different types of videos. I've experimented so much that I feel like the people who watch my channel is so like mixed now. Like I have people who only want to see skits, I have people who only want to see storytime animations. And I've kind of like packed myself into a corner like that, I think. At the same time though, I don't know if that would have ever been preventable, because that's just kind of like who I am as an artist. I can't just do one thing forever. That's not how my brain works. Voice changed too, your body went hard on you. Is that a compliment? I can't tell. YouTube model looks really good. Thank you, appreciate it. Not personally into story times, but I've seen you as a little. I see. I think, in general, I definitely do prefer animating the skits. It's not that I don't like making story times at all, they can be very enjoyable. But if I had to choose to like only make one style of content forever, which I won't do, by the way, because my brain does not work like that. I've tried to like stick to one genre. I can't. It's impossible. Literally impossible. But if somebody was like gonna freaking had a knife to my throat and was like, you need to pick one style of content to make for the rest of your life, I would pick making animated skits. A mixture of the cat ones and ones with voices, like the freelance artist one, if the knife person is nice enough to let me add in a little bit of variety, you know. The thing is, people who like story times, obviously not all of them, but certain types of people who like story times are like so obsessed with them that they literally beg me to make story times, even on all of my other, like, and if I make any other video, they fill my comments begging me to make story times. It's just so wild to me. Because they don't even do that well. Like, not that many people watch them nowadays. The people who still do are just so freaking, like, into them, I guess. I don't know. It is strange. It's your choice on what to do. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I still do in general, make what I want to make, or prioritize what I want to make. But unfortunately, due to the style of society that we live in, I'm drawing this on the wrong layer. I do have to. I am kind of forced to find a balance between making stuff that people want to see and making stuff that I want to make. Because, you know, if not enough people want to watch it, then I'm not gonna earn any money from it, and I'm not gonna be able to make any more of it. And it very much pains me to say that, because I know like 90% of you, especially if you're like the kind of person who watches my live streams, I know you guys like watch pretty much anything I make, even if it's completely different from the stuff that you subscribed to before, right? But unfortunately, I do have to take into account what do the masses want me to make. But I'm trying my best to find a good balance between that, because I think it is still possible to, you know, I don't want to be that guy who like only does stuff that I think people want me to make, and then while I'm making it, I'm like hating my life and being like I'm only doing it for the views. Like, I don't want to be that kind of person. So, you know, I may suffer financially for doing that. But at least I still have my dignity, I guess. Sorry, I don't want to be like depressing. I love making videos. I'm very much enjoying this particular one that I'm working on right now, for example. So hey Gray, welcome in, dude. Mr. Wolf. Wolfing all over the place, bro. You've been on YouTube for so long, you definitely have a wide variety of people who love your content. I know when I was younger, I really liked your story times, but whenever you make, it should feel true to you. If you like what you make, then an audience will follow. Yeah. I do agree. I just feel like my my tendency to not be able to stick to a consistent style is kind of shooting myself in the foot in a way. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I think it's totally understandable if you subscribe to a YouTuber for a certain style of content that you like, and then they make something else. I think it's totally understandable if you don't want to watch that other thing, because it's not what you subscribe to them for, right? But yeah, like I said, I can't stick to a consistent style. I can't stick to a consistent art style. I can't stick to a consistent content style. I don't know why. That's just how my brain works. It's literally how my brain works. It affects so many different parts of my life, not just my content, that I can't seem to like stick to certain things, certain decisions and stuff. Definitely a catch-22, dummed if you do, dummed if you don't. Yeah. Welcome in, by the way, Jose. Hope you're doing well, dude. Yeah, if I've decided either way, whatever I do end up making, I am gonna make it like my motto now is just make good videos. Make good stuff. Constantly flipping between things, I feel that, lol. Yeah, like in my whole freaking life. Sometimes my freaking, like, my whole ass opinion about certain things changes, like, really dramatically. I'm like, bro. Just how my brain works. That's why I can't stick to a consistent art style. You know what I've been thinking about lately? I've been thinking about making a freaking, like... I've been thinking about getting into freaking horror art. I want to make horror... I want to make a... I was like... I want to make a horror video game. I want to make a freaking horror visual novel. That's what my brain is telling me lately. And before that, it was I want to make a game, like a cute little puzzle game with really cute art. Which I still want to do, by the way. For some reason, I have this tendency to, like, want to do all the things. Played your game the other day and it's so much fun, I enjoyed it. I really appreciate that, Bruna. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Good to see more animation streaming. Learning German, it's hard. Well, I understood what you meant, so you're doing pretty well so far. Respect. Learning languages is tough. Don't forget that. If you're struggling to remember stuff, struggling to learn stuff, don't forget that learning languages is hard, so you're doing well. Evil Chipflake game. I mean, I don't know if I would do something horror related with Chip. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't think I've, like, talked about that yet. The last video I made, the Hey There animation, that was a little bit of a test in that kind of direction. And reading the comments for it has been extremely entertaining because it has come across exactly the way I wanted it to. Half of the comments are like, I don't know about this, it's a little bit unsettling, I'm a little bit scared when I watch this. The other half of the comments are like, oh, this is really sweet, really wholesome, makes me feel happy. That makes me so happy because that is exactly what I was going for with that video. It was very analog horror inspired. And also at the same time wanting it to feel kind of comforting in a strange way. And I'm so happy that that actually got across. So yeah, that video was actually somewhat of a test to see what people think of that kind of Chipflake and that kind of style. and if I should explore that more. And the video did pretty well. So, I don't know. I'm still not 100% convinced if I should go even further in that direction. But it is potentially there's potential. There's potential there. You'd say hello and wish you a good day. Oh, thank you very much. How are you? I'm pretty decent. Thank you very much for asking. How are you, though? More, please. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, no, the horror game idea that I had. So, like, this is how it happens, right? I'll be like hanging out with my partner and his sister, and she'll like put on a YouTube video that I find really boring. So I just go into my own head and I just start thinking about things. That's when I started like developing this idea for like a horror game. And the story would be like, it would be something that is like not related to Chipflake at all. Although I could also make one that's related to Chipflake. I have some ideas for that. Anyway, the whole point of this tangent was that like this is why I have so many different projects that I never actually finish. I get barely started on one project and my brain is already thinking about the next one. And for some reason I just have this urge to like do all the things. I want to make music as well. That's another completely different thing that I want to get into at some point. I want to make music. I want to write more poems. I want to develop video games. I want to learn how to sing. I want to make live action films. I want to do all the things. I don't know why my brain's like that. I'm a freaking... Sometimes I feel like a jack of all trades, master of none kind of guy. Anyway, hi Husky, welcome in. Cute emote. And Dragon, welcome in as well. Thank you for the Dirk hugs. Think you should go further in the direction? I thought it was really intriguing. I appreciate how many of you are saying that I should explore it some more. I am thinking about it. I'm not like entirely convinced that I... Again, that's the whole issue that I deal with is like... Stuff like that takes so much time and I really have to be like convinced. I hate that I have to say it, but it has to do well in order for it to be worth it for me to put that much time into it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of being able to make anything I want without considering, like, is this actually gonna do well? You know, it's very frustrating. But that being said, I appreciate all the support on it. Because despite how much time it took and how frustrating it was towards the end, with that how long that video took, I lost my train of thought. It was... Did I want to say that it was fun? I don't remember what I wanted to say. But thank you for the freaking 29-month resub, Yonties. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. 29 months, woohoo! Hey there, Aaron. How have you been? Slow day at my regular job, but can't complain. Thanks for being awesome. I appreciate it, thank you. Thank you for stopping by despite being at work. It's very nice and wholesome of you. I've been okay. Definitely still dealing with my ups and downs. Hey, that's another thing I can't decide on. What is my mood? my frickin' mood is mood changes so dramatically as well. Some days I feel like frickin' almost swore, sorry. Sometimes I feel like frickin' running around the block and like getting a new job or something, and then other days I feel like never leaving my bed. It's fun. Definitely did get a lot of analog horror vibes from it. It was weirdly wholesome. Like a cartoon character from your childhood checking in on you from your past. Dude, that is exactly what I was going for. I'm so happy. I am so happy to hear that, because that's literally exactly what I was going for. At the same way, and low-key feels a bit paralyzing having so many interests and not having the time for it all. Dude, exactly. The amount of times in my free time I just don't do any of my hobbies. Because I can't like pick one to do, so I just don't do anything. It's so annoying. Atto moment? Yeah, maybe. How's it going? It's going pretty okay. I think what I'm gonna do is... Yeah, I had a few still frames that I wanted to fill in. There's also this animation of Chip kind of like, he's gonna spin around and like zoom out. And I was thinking of maybe doing like a tweened animation for that. Like if I put his body on one layer in his head, and then put his tail and the ears and the hair and stuff on another layer, I can kind of like animate them like flowing behind him at with like a slight delay. I just don't know, because the animation would be so fast that I don't like, I'm like trying to picture this in my head, like what it would look like. And I feel like he would be moving around so fast that it would just look like his tail and ears and stuff are static anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I should just try it. I think it wouldn't take that much more time if I would draw those pieces on separate layers. Yeah, I'll just try it. I get going from a job interview. Oh, no problem, dude. Good luck. Chip stream, OMG so cute. No you. Yeah, sorry if I keep whacking the mic stand, by the way. I don't know if that's getting picked up. Let's put it on this layer. I don't need the onion skin anymore. You know what stresses me out as well when it comes to making animated YouTube videos? I feel like I need to make the first couple seconds of the video like really entertaining nowadays in order to get people to actually watch the video. So right here, there's like not that much animation happening until this point. And in the back of my mind, I'm like stressing, like I need to make it more interesting. I need to put something else here. Ugh. But attention spans and expectations are so short these days. Yeah. Yeah. It is an interesting time we live in. But to be totally honest, I have considered it, I've thought about it a lot, but I refuse to switch to making vertical content. I refuse. I will make horizontal videos for the rest of my life, bro. Mark my words. I mean, I don't know. I don't... I don't have a problem with making a vertical video every so often to, like, promote something or whatever. But my main gig will always be horizontal videos. Something weird that I guess I'm kind of grateful for is that I seem to be immune to, like, TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. Like, I've like actually tried watching them, like, for like the purpose of having fun, but I scroll for like 5 minutes, and I'm just like, nah, I'd rather do something else. Somehow I'm immune to the to short form content doom scrolling. Natural resistance. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I just have, like, no interest in it. I don't know. Again, like, I'm grateful for it, because I know a lot of people really struggle with this feeling of, like, you know, they have, like, a couple minutes to themselves while they, like, wait for something, I don't know, and they just have this urge to, like, scroll. And so people find it really difficult to get out of that. Like, I very much respect that that's a struggle for a lot of people. I'm not being sarcastic either, like... I don't know. So, that's kind of a reason why I'm very much against getting into making short-form content, vertical content myself. Because I feel like if you're making something, you're making, like, any kind of art, you should be someone who is, like, a fan of that art, if that makes sense. Like, if you make YouTube videos, you should be someone who watches YouTube videos. If you do live streams, you should be somebody who watches live streams. In general. I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions. But I feel like if you're someone who actually actively consumes the kind of art that you also make, you have, like, a way better perspective on, like, what makes it good. You know? So, if I'm not somebody who can watch, watch TikToks and YouTube shorts and stuff, like, how am I supposed to know what makes a good YouTube short / TikTok / Instagram reel? I don't, so I'm not even gonna, like, bother. Even though I would probably get way more views. Because I don't have to rely on, like, my thumbnails and titles to convince people to watch me. I can't get into it. I cannot. I was immune to it until my computer broke and my only form of entertainment was Twitter. Oh no. I did used to doom scroll Twitter quite a bit. For some reason, my Twitter timeline would stop loading after a while. And I would open Twitter the first thing every day and scroll until my timeline stopped loading, which took about 30 minutes, I think. And then when it stopped loading, I would, like, get out of bed. But ever since I switched to Blue Sky, I still scroll Blue Sky every morning when I wake up. But I don't have this urge to, like, keep going. My Blue Sky's feed doesn't stop loading after a while. Sometimes I hit like the old post from yesterday that I already saw. But for some reason I don't have that urge to like look at it until I reach the old posts. I don't know, but I'll just take it as a good thing. My frickin' lips are super dry lately, it's so annoying. And I almost feel like using lip balm all the time is making it worse. I love Blue Sky, it's my most preferred platform. I really like it as well, actually. I really hope it stays good, which... Not to be pessimistic, but... I do worry that Blue Sky will get bad eventually. What's up? Been a while since I joined the stream. Welcome back. How are you? I am animating and talking a lot about, like, content creation, I guess. And social media. Should I put his paws on a separate layer as well? It might look kind of funny if his paws are like flailing around. I like Blue Sky, but I'm in a toxic relationship with Twitter. Yeah. I really struggled to break up with Twitter in the beginning. But since I have, I never have the urge to go back to it. It's pretty great. Yeah, I'll put his paws on a separate layer. I think I should put bro in a folder. Why is it over here? What is layer 13? What? Oh, that's my folder. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So I'll put the head and the body on the same layer. Been recently trying to get better at drawing? Oh, nice. How has that been going? If you don't mind sharing. I think my main goal right now with drawing, stuff that isn't Chipflake related at least, like drawing stuff in my free time. I think my main goal is getting back into like a, what would you call that? So I've been having a problem for quite a while now that I can't finish personal artwork pieces. Because I tend to use them as like an opportunity to experiment, which obviously is like fine and cool, and I have discovered a lot of cool techniques and stuff through doing that. But what keeps happening is I just work on one singular piece like infinitely. And through the experimentation, I never see like an end point. I'm like experimenting, and then it's like not working out that well, or it is, but it's gonna take really long, or like I have to redo a lot of things. And I keep getting to the point where I've just spent so much time this video. This artwork that I don't see, like, I guess my original vision for it anymore. And I guess I just get this feeling that, like, I start seeing all the, like, mistakes with it. So, I haven't finished a personal piece of artwork in probably like a year, to be totally honest. Which is frustrating because you know, making art for myself every so often is what keeps me motivated to keep making videos and Chipflake stuff and commissions and that kind of thing. But I don't like that I'm not finishing stuff, so I guess my goal right now is to like dial back the experimentation. You know, that's the kind of thing I can like specifically set time aside for to do. But I need to get back into, like, what is the word that I'm looking for? Not schedule. Like that I follow like a specific, not routine, specific set of, like, you know, step 1 do the sketch, step 2 refine the sketch, step 3 line art, step 4 color, step 5 base shade, step 6 additional shading, like that kind of thing. And then I just like follow each step until it's complete. I'm trying to get into the habit of doing that again so I can actually finish stuff. Trying to learn myself and it's kind of working. Nice. Big respect for doing that. So real, I've been the same with my music. Process, yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Need to get back into a consistent process. Yeah, it's a lot different with you know, Chipflake stuff because I kind of have to finish stuff. Otherwise, I will die because I can't eat. I can't afford to eat. Which I'm not trying to say is a bad thing, by the way. I consider it a good thing. I do tend to work best when I have like a little bit of pressure, I guess. And I'm grateful that I have been able to finish. That I am able to, you know, sit down right now and work on this video without feeling like I need to procrastinate or getting stressed and that kind of thing. But when it comes to personal art, I don't have that pressure, you know. Nothing bad is gonna happen if I don't finish an art piece. Except for me feeling bad about it. I want to avoid that. Lucas still here. Me? Skunk? Yeah. Never painting, mostly because I absolutely suck at it. That's, yeah, to add to the ridiculously long list of things that I want to do. Yeah, painting is another one. I want to get into painting. I'm also not very good at it, but like the concept of it, I guess, is very appealing to me. I mean, some of you guys know already that I've been getting into traditional art more in general lately. I guess in a way I got kind of inspired by, you know, the whole AI art wave. I got kind of inspired to like my response to the whole AI art thing is to put more human touch into my work. Thank you for the stretch reminder, by the way. You know, that includes stuff like with my animations, keeping in sketchy lines, little mistakes and errors. Human-made mistakes and errors. And I feel like I've grown a new appreciation for traditional art. And like this concept of, I don't know, a painting that exists. And it's a unique physical thing. You can touch it if you're allowed to. Don't touch stuff without permission, but theoretically you can touch it. You can see like the brush strokes. When it comes to a painting as well, if you make a mistake, you can't just press the undo button. And I've kind of grown to enjoy this feeling of like, okay, you made a mistake. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna cover it up? Are you gonna leave it in? Are you gonna start over? Like this whole process of like figuring out how to solve this mistake has become really intriguing to me. It's something that that always put me off of getting more into traditional art. You know, not having my sacred Control Z that I have with digital art. But it's been strangely liberating. Do you play Palworld? I do not. I gotta say, I'm sure Palworld is like really fun and stuff, but it doesn't interest me. It doesn't interest me at all, to be honest. Is it weird to say that I have Chip in my room? Well, do you? Okay, I think I'll color this in a little bit. Okay, so it's gonna like zoom into his face, and then he's gonna like spin around and zoom out, and then he's gonna be dancing. Ah! What?
But everyone was trying to make me feel like I was losing my mind.
What? I didn't understand any of that. Wait, give me a sec. Thank you so much for the donation, Creeper. Welcome in. That sounds like a reference to something that I don't get. Please, please feel free to explain it to me. Meanwhile, I'm gonna close my blinds because I'm getting blinded. Okay, I'm back. Have my Chipflake with me. Oh! How wholesome. Yeah, no, sadly I do not get the reference. Yeah, he's like nodding his head, and then it switches to this one where he's bouncing. There's gonna be like funny disco lights in the background. He's dancing, and then it zooms in on his face, so... How am I gonna do that? Damn, are you gonna... are you gonna explain... Can you explain the joke so I can laugh, please? I want to enjoy the thing that everyone is laughing at as well. I feel left out. I'm just kidding, by the way. It's totally fine. I appreciate the support either way. At least one person in chat found it funny, so... Oh, you stream on Twitch? Hello, been years since I've seen any of yours. Happy you're still doing animations. Well, welcome in, Cal. Yeah, I'm about to blow your mind. I've been streaming on Twitch for... Bro, I do this every stream. How many years has it been? It's either been 2 or 3 years. Let me see. I've been streaming regularly on YouTube for even longer. I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling. And it stopped loading. Is my internet down? Please tell me my internet's not down. Or it's just YouTube down. Maybe it's just YouTube. Please tell me it's not my internet. Okay, I give up. I'm not gonna bother looking into it. Still go on Twitch? Okay. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Well, it's 2026 right now. I think it's been YouTube 3 years, Twitch 2 years. Anyway, welcome in. I stream pretty regularly, so if you enjoy, feel free to come back for more. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I usually do Tuesdays and Fridays. But this Friday, I'm gonna be on the way to the Netherlands for Heroes Made in Asia convention. So I'm probably gonna stream again on Thursday. I do have to see if I'm gonna have time, because I do have a couple of things I need to prepare for the con. But I should be able to stream on Thursday. Should. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna take this frame. Is it a... Oh, it's a vector frame. Good, good, good. Because then I can just enlarge it. It's just... The problem I have is I'm not sure which frame he's gonna be on when he's done bouncing. I think what I'm gonna do is procrastinate on it and come back to it later. Yeah. When I was with my mum for spring break, we found a little skunk stuck in a skate park ball. No! Poor skunk. Well, respect for calling somebody to take care of that. I do feel bad for the skunk though. Have fun at the convention? I will. As long as I don't get sick. I really hope I don't get sick. Yeah, this whole like last minute of the animation is not even planned, so... Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna color these in. And if I happen to be done coloring them before stream ends, you'll get to see me put everything together. Yes, quite. It's my favorite German goober. Where? I regret to inform you, I am not in fact German. Yet. I'm working on it. Another note, meep. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's a very good point. Meow, 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 meow. Bonjour. 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 Bone up the teeth. Did I... Oh. Wait, let me temporarily disable my guide, because it's messing me up. Where is it? Hello? Oh, here. Okay. I love how people pronounce the N in bonjour. Bon Jower. J Swiss. Chipflake. Where's my French passport? Hand it over right now. I'm sorry. It's just I find it so like oddly entertaining when people pronounce pronounce words in different languages in their like in their accent, but like really over the top. Das finde ich das finde ich ouch lustig auf how would you say Deutsch in a English accent or more English accent than mine? Deutsch. There we go. Wish you the best of luck with our German bureaucracy, Chip. As a German, I can tell you that we ourselves hate it. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Especially because there might be some complications related to my gender marker on the passport. Why do passports even have gender markers? Like, what's even the point? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like we don't have them on our driver's licenses. At least in Germany. I think some countries have them on the driver's licenses. For some reason. Literally, what is the point? Currently learning prepositions and how to use them. Oh my god, what a nightmare. I don't even know what that means. German, why you like this? Yeah, I did learn like all those funny buzzwords, but I forgot all of them. The and stuff, I think. Wouldn't those be wouldn't that be articles? Is that just like a fancier name for them? Like Beim versus some or Nach versus Indian. Yeah, that kind of thing is, I feel like it's just like memory. Gotta remember it. That's like the most frustrating thing for me with German is the things that you can't like work out in any way. You just have to know it. You just have to remember it. Like my worst nightmare in German is the frickin' gendered words. Because 95% of the time, there's no way to work out if a word you want to, if a noun you want to say is masculine, feminine, or neutral. You just have to know. If you don't know, then you just guess. You know what I mean? Like there are some patterns. Like for example, if a word ends with E, it's almost always feminine. Almost. But other than that, there's really no way to know other than just knowing. And I hate it. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Prepositions are words that show the relationship between two things in a sentence, especially physical position. You can figure out if a word is a preposition by using the sentence, the squirrel ran blank the tree. Well, hi. The squirrel ran in the tree. The squirrel ran to the tree. The squirrel ran on the tree. Fact of the day, all hornets are wasps, but not all wasps are hornets. Aw. Dude, hornets would be so cool if they didn't try to sting you all the time. Actually, they look so cool. Like, they have such a cool character design. Really excellent world building right there. Really excellent creature design. I get a packet from my teacher that explains how to tell what the gender is in German, but I've not read it yet. Now, I'm pretty sure there's no way to tell other than a handful of rules that aren't even always correct, like the words ending with e thing. Or maybe you mean because obviously German is really funny and the article you use changes depending on where the word is in the sentence as well, so that way you can figure it out as long as you know what the article is supposed to originally be. It's excellent language, I love it. Yeah, I did learn the difference in the German school between like Tertium and Plusquamperfect and stuff like that, but I've completely forgotten. Because, yo, people generally aren't like casually talking about that. So lately, the way I improve my German is just based on what stuff sounds correct. Also, I found the guy who built the 2 bridges in Super Chipflake Ooh really funny. Hell yeah. It's definitely one of my top 5 Super Chipflake Ooh moments as well. Yeah, also just realized I need to separate the head as well, so that this cheek fluff can be visible. Nobody remembers the difference between any of that shit. Yeah, I mean, same here when it comes to English, like, I don't know what, like, past perfect and stuff like that is. So it's not, you never need to know that unless you're, like, actively studying the language in school or something. Super Chipflake ooh, but it's pronounced ooh. That's the dating game version of it. The dating sim version of Super Chipflake. Where the entire game is just the game show. I'm just a grammar nerd. That's totally valid. Definitely not a bad thing. I mean, it would probably make it way easier to talk about this stuff if everybody if everybody remembered what those words meant. It's just hard to remember if you don't have an active interest in them. Okay, my layers are very confusing right now. Okay, here's the body color. And I need to... Oh, thank you for the on-shrimp reminder. And the stretch! Wow. You guys are looking after me today. Okay, I am going to... Wow. Get poked, I guess. I'll accept the head pat, though. Delete this, yes. And then we do this, and then we do this. And also, this one. Why is it so loud for me? Are the meows really not that loud for you? Okay, like this, and then blah 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 blah. That's the noise it makes. Stop yelling at me, Chip. I'll feed you later, okay? Trying to work. This freaking guy. Okay. Yeah, this part. I was watching it earlier and I was like, bro, it's like too aggressive. But like maybe all it needs is one more frame. I just have to be careful with the time. Like, I love animating to music, but trying to figure out the timing is always such a pain. I'm like half tempted to just animate it based on feeling and then fix the timing later, but I don't know if that would be even more of a pain. You bouncing? Yeah. Bouncing to the beat. Make it miss the beat on purpose. I would get more comments like that, maybe. But to be honest, it really, really annoys me when people make, like, animation memes and stuff, and the animation is not timed to the music properly. It's like, I get it, because I'm literally in the same position right now, and it's very hard to time. But it still annoys me. Yeah, I gotta, like, listen to the music for a sec. Wait. Is it gonna play the music through... Playing the music through my headphones, what? I didn't think it would do that. Okay, well in that case I'm not gonna mess with it because I don't want to, like, accidentally blast your eardrums out. Hello, Skunk Cat. Hello! What? Rude. You know, I'm probably overthinking it. I'm just gonna color it in. And I might as well do it on a separate layer like this. That's probably easier. Headphones and software are you using? What do you mean by software? Like the animation software? My headphones are Biodynamics. The ones that literally every YouTuber uses. Yeah, the animation software is Clip Studio Paint. Specifically the X version as well. Hi, Kiering's not here yet, but still can't wait. Do you mean the Super Chipflake Ooh keychains? By any chance? As opposed to the S version? No! As opposed to the Pro and Debut versions. Loaf. Loaf indeed. I could demolish a loaf of bread right now. This reminds me, when I was a teenager, I was like really funny and quirky, and I would literally buy loaves of white bread and take them to school and just eat the plain white bread. To be fair, that shit's delectable. Like British white bread. Tastes so good. Did you actually? Yeah, literally, like, I'm not even joking, like... Yeah, I'm sorry if, for those of you, if there's anybody else in chat right now who's ordered one of the, I think they kind of look like popsicles. The chip keychains from the Super Chipflake Ooh store. I'm sorry that you have to wait so long for them. There's been a lot of issues with the manufacturer basically, not shipping them properly and saying that they were gonna be here like 2 months ago and then they never showed up, and it's it's a whole situation. So I really appreciate you guys being patient with it. I'm just sorry that you have to be on the receiving end of, like, issues that aren't your fault, you know? British white bread is disgusting? Nah, bro. Nah. Nah, it's epic. You know why it's epic? Because it's, like, 90% sugar. It's basically like eating cake. Okay, maybe not 90%, it's not as bad as US bread. But it's definitely up there. Feels bad? Okay, are you talking like texture-wise, or it feels bad to eat it because it's so unhealthy? Beep 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 beep. Texture is fine, but eating it feels wrong. Oh, like the mouth feel, you mean? Cause that's another thing I like about it. Like, it feels so like soft, epic. Like the freaking, you can get like extra thick white bread slices. This so epic, like freaking heavenly, bro. I miss them so much. I eat so much toast whenever I go to the UK because you can't get bread like that here in Germany. Like, I respect Germany's bread game, the fact that it's like actual bread and not sugar in the shape of a loaf. I respect it. But it's just not it tastes too healthy. I really like it. I give it the bits, Felix. You did the BBB stim, bro. I didn't even notice. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't make the lines too sketchy this time. Because I think, obviously, it looks very cool in my last video. Trying to color that was such a pain. I was going wacky. Doop 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 doop. I miss a lot of foods from the UK, to be honest. There's too much healthy stuff here in Germany. Does anyone know those... I forgot what company it was. Thank you for the bits, Felix. You never notice when you do the BBB sim, so you get a surprise gay nickel all the time. I was about to say, theoretically, I could just do it occasionally and pretend that I don't notice. But I already know I'm gonna, like, completely forget you said that the moment I press the stop streaming button. So I think we're okay. So, like, these cakes, right? It's like a long, little long rectangle shaped cake. Thank you for the stretch reminder. And there's like there's like two of them in like a plastic packet, and it's like a cake, and it's got like sugar in it. And it's got like icing sugar on top. And it's like a cake. And there's like 2 pieces of it in like a plastic package. And it's got like sugar on it. And the sugar's like the icing sugar, it's icing sugar like on a cake. And the icing sugar is white. And it has like a pink like wiggly stripe on the top of these like finger-shaped cakes that are in like a plastic bowl, square-shaped bowl. This like cake. Mr. Kipling, yes, exactly. It's called Mr. Kipling, and it's like a cake, basically. Two rectangular cakes. And basically, they taste like pure sugar, but they're freaking heavenly. Absolutely delectable. I eat 200 of those every time I go to the UK. And I feel like Germany doesn't have anything like that. Like, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But, okay, actually, you know what? Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I probably shouldn't know if there's anything like that in Germany, because I would probably eat 200 of those every day. And that would be very unhealthy. Yeah, I actually never eat snacks and like cakes and stuff. I don't eat like chips or crackers and stuff like that either. I just eat my 2 meals a day and that's it. Unless it's a special occasion. Like I'm in a different country or something. I wanna indulge a little bit. I think it's the British expanded tea universe that leads to our sweets and treats being supreme. Probably, yeah. Dude, that makes so much sense. Because people are like, oh, we need something delectable to enjoy with our tea. So everyone's like motivated to invent like these epic frickin' cakes. And biscuits and crackers and cookies and cakes. Why is Chip so pudgy? Cause he do a dance, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Something interesting I've noticed is like, in the Netherlands, you tend to be able to get stuff like that. They're not as good as in the UK, but it's interesting. I feel like the Dutch like pastry scene takes a lot of inspiration from the UK one, in a way. Mayhaps. Isn't that what 11s are? Dude, I haven't heard that word in like 10 years. And I think I'm gonna get my British passport revoked for this, but I don't even know what it means. Is it just like a fancy word for like tea and a snack? 11s. Hopefully his dance will burn enough calories for him to get back into shape. Nah, dude, like, this guy is loud and proud about it, bro. He's chunky and he knows it and he's proud of it. I mean, he's a shapeshifter. If you think about it, he could just make himself skinny if he really wants to. But I headcanon Chip as enjoying the fact that he's a chunky boy. Headcanon as if I'm not literally the person who made this character and writes all the lore. Chipflake fan theory. Why am I not getting a response as to what 11s means? Do you guys not know either? Does anybody know what it means? Oh. How is the UK a real country? Don't argue with me about whether it's a country or not. I don't care. I don't care. We do a commission stream soon? Well, I would like to do one on Thursday. But that's gonna depend on how far I get with this video that I'm working on right now, because this kind of takes priority right now, because I gotta finish it by next Thursday. But I appreciate the interest. Elevenses is the number between 10s and 12s. Okay. Okay. Oh, why am I so hungry? Oh, probably because we've talked about food for the past like 2 hours, bro. Don't do this to me, guys. Just talking out of my ass. Oh no, don't don't worry, I got that. I think my response would have had a bigger impact if you could actually see my face. Because with this it just looks like my camera it just looks like my tracking froze. I'm still here, I'm just not moving. Anyway. Love the sleep animation of the little chip in the corner. Hell yeah. Thank you. I'm really happy with how it came out, so I appreciate that. It used to be a little more subtle, but I felt like you couldn't even tell that he was moving, which completely defeated the point. Ah! Why is it so loud for me? I don't want to get hearing damage from cat memes. That's not very... It's not very cool, and... not very nice either, if you really think about it. What is your favorite band? My favorite band is called Monster Florence. They're I don't even know what genre you would... I guess like hip-hop... Yeah. Hip-hop group from the UK. And they make the good musics. What about you? Yeah, I've been listening to them since I was like 13, 14. So there's definitely like a... I don't know if I want to say nostalgic, because I mostly listen to their newer stuff, and it doesn't feel necessarily nostalgic to me. Except, I mean, it does, but like not... it feels nostalgic to me because, you know, they're a British band, and the music feels like very British. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway. Architects, a metalcore band. Oh. I do enjoy a bit of metalcore. I will yoink that recommendation. That's another thing. I listen to like 10 million different genres. And I also have like this constant urge to listen to new music. I really struggle to listen to the same songs, the same... I mean, I can listen to the same bands if they make new stuff. But I do have this constant urge to always hear new music, add new music to my collection, which kind of frustrates me because I don't like that you know, if I listen to music that I like too much, I start disliking it. I don't want to be like that. Speaking of chunky cats, I'll start to lose weight so I can join the American Army / Air Force. My film degree is now a fancy paperweight, so I might as well use it for something. Oh, really sorry to hear about your degree, dude. Not that this is gonna make you feel any better, probably. But I do know a lot of people nowadays who have degrees in creative fields and they just can't get anything. No jobs with it. So it's really frustrating. But either way, good luck with your stuff. I really like how I animated his paws. They're like little floppy little bouncy floppy boys. $1,000 gex? There's 1,000 of them now. That's a lot of gex. They're hyperpop, right? Hyperpop is one of those genres that I can like appreciate every now and then. But I don't think I could listen to like a whole album of hyperpop songs. Or like a playlist or something. I mean, it's like, I listen to one song and I'm like, oh, that was cool. But, you know, I'm done then. Me when they start to sing about a frog on the floor. What? Can I ask what you use for your audio and member overlays? Yes, you may. By audio you mean the music player, right? The member overlay I use Tippy Stream. But that's the only thing. Like, the way I have it set up is like stupid. But the member list is the only thing that I use Tippy Stream for. Because for some reason, Tippy Stream is really unreliable with alerts and stuff. but it's the only service I've found that can make a member list that includes both YouTube and Twitch members. So that's why I'm using it. Yeah, the music thing is, it's just playing over a program called FabuPonah, which is literally just a... What do you call that? It's not a DAW, is it? Just a program that plays music from your computer. And I just color keyed out the background so I can put it on my overlay and make it look nice. And it comes with a little visualizer, and you put that on as well, and yeah. A little bit complicated to set up, but this way I don't have to use any more frickin' third-party frickin' services. Hello, Chip. Hello, Dan. How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you. You're welcome. Glad I can help. Bro, I need a shower, bro. I'm freaking greasy. Sorry if that was too much information. If you had to join a branch of the military, what would you pick? Don't think too hard about it, it's just for fun. Frickin', I don't know, Navy maybe? Go on a boat. Go search for stuff on a boat. Pretty fun, pretty cute, maybe. I wanted to say like I would join like the medical branch so I can like help people who are like injured and stuff. But I don't think I would be I would enjoy seeing injuries all day, every day. And like, as much as I like to think that I would make a good therapist, I don't know, other people's problems just like affect me way too much. I don't think I could like be in a situation where I'm like, where like somebody's like struggling really bad. I'm like supposed to help them, but I just like start feeling really bad for them and I start freaking like crying more than they do. Anyway. Literal skunk. Are skunks greasy though? Are they greasy? Also, I'll have you know, they don't stink all the time. They only stink if you're bothering them. Yeah, the patient would be the one giving me therapy at that point, so I don't think I would be qualified. Learned a while ago that therapists often have their own therapist too, which I thought was pretty interesting. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the idea of like being able to help people with their mental problems. But I think if I don't think I'm the right person to be able to do that professionally, even if I like went to school for it and stuff. Because I feel like I would, you know, I would listen to somebody's story and then I would like try to help them and stuff. And then I would go home and freaking like lay there and like be thinking about it all night and be like, man, I feel so bad for them. I wish I could like solve their problems with it by clicking my fingers or something like that. I don't know. Like therapists obviously have to learn techniques to separate their work from their private life and stuff like that. I don't know if I would be able to do that. I don't know, anyway. They only stink 99% of the time for real. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I keep flip-flopping between I'm definitely gonna be able to finish this video on time, and there's no way I'm gonna finish this video on time. Yeah, I think I'll have a lot better outlook of it once I'm done with these mini animations and I put them all together on the timeline and figure out where the gaps are and how to fill those in. And like, I keep trying to remind myself that I can theoretically reuse animations from old videos, and I doubt that literally anybody would have a problem with that, but it still feels wrong. Have you ever seen Therapy? It's a little animated series about a rat going to therapy. Yeah, they popped up in my recommended recently actually, but I think I've only seen the trailer for it. I haven't actually watched. Like, I'm not sure what, like, is it a whole series or just like a short film? I don't remember. Either way, I'm pretty sure I've only seen a trailer for it, but it was really cool. Do you play any musical instruments, or have you played any before? So as a kid, I played recorder. Obviously, every British child plays recorder at some point in their life. But I also had a little. Well, it was big, but it was like, you know, pretty cheap. A keyboard that I enjoyed playing. That was it though. Oh, I played a little bit of ocarina as well. I did like ocarina class in primary school, which was pretty fun. Nowadays though, I don't own any instruments unless you count the guitars, which my partner owns, and I've never really tried to play and don't really have an interest in playing, to be honest. I feel like my hands are way too tiny to play guitar. But I don't know if that counts, but I do mess around with GarageBand on the iPad sometimes. And make like very amateur sounding piano arrangements, but it's fun. I've been trying to teach myself how to read sheet music. Which is like, I actually learned how to read sheet music back in like my first year of high school, where you like do trial lessons basically for all the subjects the school offers. In music class we learned how to read sheet music. Alas, I have forgotten, because that was like, what, 15 years ago? So I'm trying to relearn it. Because I do like... I like piano music. I like playing the virtual piano in GarageBand. I want to get another like electric keyboard someday, like the one I had as a kid. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a nice one, just one that I can like play around with. Because that GarageBand on the iPad is cool and all, but it is very small. Think of it the bits, Felix. It ain't easy playing the guitar with skunk paws. Exactly, that's what I mean. Tried to learn violin in middle school, didn't bother to learn. Did bad at one concert and lost violin. Haven't bothered anything since. Aw. Violin is cool. I always really liked flutes as well. Yo, you know what I really liked and always like and really wanted to learn growing up? The drums. I always thought drums were really cool. Sadly, the thing about drums is you can't just like buy a set of drums and like play around with them whenever you feel like it. You know, considering the size and the noise. So I never got into it. And I probably never will. I don't like... I still think it would be really cool to learn how to play drums, but I'm not like that passionate about it to the point where I would actually do something about my issue of not being able to learn. Have you ever considered making socks plushies again? I couldn't get one, I didn't have a bank account at the time. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I've had a couple of requests for them. I will probably... Like, I'm thinking about... I might do another round of pre-orders eventually at some point. There just has to be enough interest for them. Unfortunately, like, plushies are so expensive to make. It really depends on, like, how many, like, enough people being interested in it, sadly. But I do have some plushies in my apartment that I'm taking to conventions. That, if they don't sell out at the conventions, I've been considering putting them up on my Ko-Fi or something. Ko-Fi, I don't know. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. I got into drummers for a bit when I was depressed and needed the escape of hitting loud shit, and then I got better. Never touched them again. Hey, well, at least it helped during that time when you needed it. That's a little bit how I feel about it, like when it comes to poetry. Like sometimes I write poetry, but it's like almost always to like vent about something that I'm depressed about. So when I'm feeling good, I'm not writing poems. Okay. Is anybody streaming Chipflake? Probably not, but maybe. Man, I want to raid someone who's playing Chipflake. Oh well. Yo, Psyche is streaming. Let's read Psyche. Okay, well, thank you guys for... Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Es hat sehr viel Spaß gemacht heute, wie immer. Ich habe auch... ja, schon viel geschafft. Ja, ja. Ja, also ich bin stolz. Und ich hoffe, ihr seid auch stolz auf euch selber, weil ihr es verdient habt. Ja. Ich habe noch 20 Sekunden. Ja. Dann ist das halt so, ne? Das ist einfach so. Der tanzt nicht so aggro. Doch, guck mal, wie sauer der ist. Der hasst Menschen. Look how aggressive he is. He hates everybody. Anyway, thank you for watching. And I'll see you probably, maybe on Thursday. If not, then next Tuesday. Have a wonderful day and don't forget that